So listen, y'all. Looks like Beyoncé and Jay-Z are still out here trying to do a little damage control. This whole situation actually started a couple of years ago, but for some reason, it's being pushed back into the spotlight again. And why? Well, a lot of people are saying it's all about fixing Jay-Z's image, especially with the talk about him allegedly abandoning kids and those sad stories tied to his name. Now, the latest claim is that Jay-Z played a part in bringing Kelly and her father back together, like it was all arranged behind the scenes. That's what's being said, so we're going to break it down and talk about what's really going on here. But before I get into it, welcome back to my channel. If you're rocking with me, don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Shout out to my day ones, twos, and threes. I appreciate y'all more than you know. And a big welcome to all the new subscribers showing love. Seriously, thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. Quick reminder, this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything I discuss is alleged unless stated otherwise, and the fair use disclaimer is sitting right there in the description box for anyone who needs it. Now, happy Wednesday to everyone watching. I hope your day is going smooth. And I just want to remind you to stay safe, stay alert, and be mindful of the company you keep, because the wrong crowd can cost you your peace, your freedom, or even your life. So let's circle back. Like I mentioned earlier, this story originally surfaced in 2022. But media outlets are dusting it off and pushing it again, almost like they're trying to rewrite the narrative and polish up Jay-Z's reputation. They want him to come off as spotless, picture-perfect, and flawless. But those of us who've been following the rumors for years know that things aren't nearly as clean as they're making it seem. So check this out, y'all. The word going around is that Jay-Z supposedly stepped in and helped Kelly Rowland reconnect with her estranged father after being apart for over 30 years. That's the story they're putting out there. And honestly, when I read it, I couldn't help but laugh. I was like, are you serious? This man is already being dragged through rumors about abandoned kids, kids with an S at the end, plural, and now the media wants to paint him as Kelly Rowland's big savior? On top of that, there have been whispers floating around for a while that Jay-Z and Kelly might have had something going on. Now, I'm not saying that's true because I wasn't there, but those are the rumors that keep popping up in certain circles. So for this story to come out today, framed like Jay-Z was the hero who fixed everything, yeah, it just feels like another attempt to polish his reputation. When I first saw the headline, I literally said out loud, "Oh, y'all have got to be kidding me." Because the truth is, Kelly Rowland's relationship with her father has always been complicated. That's no secret. They've said it themselves. Complicated, to say the least. And yes, according to this version of the story, Jay-Z supposedly played a role in bringing them back together after decades apart. But here's the thing. When you look closely, the desperation is loud. It feels like they're throwing every possible storyline at the wall just to save face, to salvage their image, to rewrite how people see them. Can you believe this? They're saying that after more than 20 years, Kelly Rowland finally made a major shift in her personal life by reconnecting with her dad. And now the story being pushed is that Beyoncé's husband, Jay-Z, helped make it happen. When I saw that headline, I said, y'all gotta be kidding me. You all gotta be kidding me. Look, Kelly's relationship with her father has always been painful and complicated. She grew up feeling abandoned by him for decades. So for the media to suddenly frame Jay-Z as some kind of rescuer, the person who fixed their family problems, that felt off to me. Think about the irony. People are already accusing Jay-Z of ignoring his own child for years. Rumors say he's refused a DNA test, and this alleged son has even faced life-threatening situations and legal battles. That's heavy. Now, on top of all that, there's talk that Jay-Z quietly bought a house for another woman, allegedly a way to keep her silent so it won't damage his and Beyoncé's image. Word on the street, people say. These stories are being pushed hard through certain outlets, and it comes across like damage control, trying to make them look different from what people already suspect. It's wild. For most of her life, Kelly wasn't in contact with her biological father, and now the narrative being sold feels forced, like someone cleaned it up and put a shiny bow on it. It doesn't add up for a lot of folks watching. Everything the media is pushing right now feels like a complete joke, y'all. Because here's the reality. What they're saying about Jay-Z being Kelly, Rowland's savior is the exact same situation. People are calling him out with Ramir. For years, literally decades, he's been accused of dodging this young man, paying off lawyers, and even influencing judges to keep the case buried. Ramir even had his own lawyer, but according to talk on the street, Jay-Z got to him too. And then in the middle of all that, they expect us to take seriously a story about him reuniting Kelly with her dad? I couldn't help but laugh. Because here's the truth. If you really wanted to clear your name, wouldn't you just take the DNA test? If this boy isn't yours, prove it and end the discussion. That's exactly what another man did. When the boy's mother was passing away, she made sure the truth came out, that JayZ was one of two possibilities. The other man stepped forward, took the DNA test right away, and it proved he wasn't the father. That left JayZ, but instead of doing the same, he's been running from it for years. And yet, instead of addressing that, the media rolls out this story about him fixing Kelly Rowland's family bond, trying to dress him up as the good guy. It's honestly insulting. People aren't buying it, because if you can't face your own child, how are we supposed to believe you're out here saving someone else's relationship with their father? Jay-Z and Beyoncé are quickly becoming a punchline. Folks aren't laughing with them, they're laughing at them. And now, right on cue, there's talk about him dropping new music. But let's be real. The only music people want to hear right now is the truth about those abandoned children. That's the soundtrack the public is waiting for, not some glossy cover-up wrapped in a new album release. If you're really planning to drop new music, here's an idea. Why not put the truth about this DNA test into the lyrics? Don't give us another track about how you're being harassed or stalked. Nobody wants to hear that anymore. What people really want to know is why you keep avoiding the simple question, is this child yours or not? Why spend years paying off women, buying houses, and silencing people if there's nothing to hide? It's even been said that the woman in question was in contact with her alleged son, Ramir. But instead of letting that bond continue, money got involved. Suddenly she's quiet, no longer reaching out because she was paid to cut ties. And honestly, how do you treat someone who could possibly be your child like that? That's not just cold, it's heartbreaking. And yet here we are with the media spinning another story, pushing the idea that JayZ is Kelly Rowland's savior. Meanwhile, Kelly herself gets dragged into this circus. It feels like they only pull her out when it's convenient, when it serves their image. When they're done, they tuck her back away until they need her again. Now that Beyoncé is losing millions of followers and lawsuits are piling up, suddenly Kelly's presence matters. It's messy, it's calculated, and it's unfair. Honestly, I don't even know why Kelly would want to be caught in the middle of this, but here we are. Anyway, that's the latest update they're trying to push, and I just had to come on here to break it down for y'all. So let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, y'all. Much love, peace.